blank girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings designed blank girl. Watch me make wearable art. Custom, unique, exclusive designs with her in mind. Handmade jewelry by Totally Design.
Hey YouTube family, it's Kaysa from Totally Designs, aka Earring Blank Girl. I'm back to complete the earrings that I started in the last video. And right now I'm just putting on my gloves. And I'm going to get my resin together. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series because I have. Alright, without further delay, let's go ahead and see what I am going to do. Well, I decided not to put any flowers on it. I think this is just beautiful by itself. Someone mentioned to me to maybe do polka dots. I'm not going to do polka dots. Although I think that would be cute, I'm just not going to do it for this one. I'll do that in another episode. I'll do some polka dots in the next episode. Maybe. We will see. Now I'm just smearing the resin across. Oh guys, this is gorgeous. And I'm just taking excess off. Okay. Remember, we don't want to cover that hole too much, so I'm going to try to be gentle about taking the resin over there. I don't want to oversaturate it where it closes the hole up. And then I'm going to look at it one more time just to see, because there are little bubbles here and there, but I'm just spreading it out with this resin brush. All right. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. And I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to let the resin do its thing. I use a UV resin and I'll show you that. I use a UV resin lamp. All right. And I'm going to spread it generously. Again, I'm not trying to cover that hole too much. I don't want to do that. I'm going to put a little bit more on here because that's that layer of resin is a little bit too thin for me. All right, so we'll just gently go around it and around. And you could take any excess residue of lint or whatever. Sometimes we get lint on a project. Sometimes it's hair out of nowhere. We just get it off. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to gently go over this one more time, just gently. And then pull off anything I need to pull off. I'll do this side one more time. And there we are. All right, so now it is time for me to put this under the UV resin lamp. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But before I do that, I'm going to wipe this one area. And after this is over, I'll clean up my resin by simply taking some peroxide. And I see one little area I need to fix real quick, y'all, before I resin it all. Okay. If you want to know the type of resin I'm using, it is called Yeeho. And no, I don't have any type of arrangement with them. I just like using their resin. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hurry up because this is kind of drying up a little bit. So I just got to spread it out just a little bit more to fix that. And then we're going to fix the hole. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is just do a little bit more here. And I tend to do that when the resin is kind of curing. I try to do it really quickly so it doesn't cure that fast, but every now and then Every now and then, y'all. I take too long. All right, so we're going to let that go for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to discuss the results. Okay, I am back with the finishing touches of the resin. Now, the resin came out quite well. However, there are little spots here that I am going to clear up just by taking a buffer and buffing it out. That sometimes happens. Sometimes when your resin has bubbles in it. What I recommend that you do, if you find that your resins have bubble in it, get a fire stick and just go over it gently, and it will get the impurities out. It'll get all those air bubbles out. Okay? So these came out quite well. The only thing that I am going to do now is I'm going to paint the back of it, because I didn't paint the back of it. Don't judge me. Y'all know me by now. I don't always paint the back of stuff. You know what I mean? I just don't do it. And because sometimes I just don't want to do it in that order. Sometimes I do it in that order. However, this time I did not. So all I'm going to do is turn these on the back. Clean my brush up as always. Take that blue, pour it out on this napkin over here. Just a little bit. Gonna paint that back. I'm not gonna resin the back. I don't always resin the back, guys. That's a choice. If you want to, you absolutely can. There are certain times maybe I do. Okay. And these will be ready to go once I let this paint dry. But that is really all that it is for this video, guys. I just wanted to show you what I did decide for those particular earrings there. And this is like my mosaic design. My Picasso, if you will. Okay. So we have already finished this side. So this is how they look. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And if they dry before I go to work, I will wear these to work. Yes, I will. Because they're cute. They're really cute, guys. I love these. They came out quite well. Do not be afraid to experiment with color. And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about creativity. And if you are allowing that perfectionist spirit to rule you, then you won't get to the creativity part of you. Okay? Because perfection doesn't allow us to experiment. It just says you have to be good right now. And it has to be now. All right, guys. So this is it. These are gorgeous. I'm going to let that dry just for a second. I am going to grab the hardware. And I am going to just do something simple. I'm not going to do the other ones today. I'm just going to do these little big ones right here. Because like I said, I think I want to wear these. Because they're that cute. If you guys are interested in any specific thing that you guys would like for me to do something, you know, if you want to see me put fabric on the earring blanks, if you want to see me do polka dots, let me know. I do have another series coming up. Be sure to follow along. And so I have to open that up a little bit wider, y'all. Here we go. And then I'll add another one on because I like the length. go. Should have got 4 jump rings out, y'all. But I didn't. Okay, I'm going to show you these in just a moment. I'm going to let them dry just for a few more minutes, a few more seconds actually. They dry pretty quickly. There we go. Okay, there we go. And there we are. Okay, now we're going to put on our ear wire so we can wear these in our ear. Okay, so I need to make sure it's going in the right direction. Ha 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 ha. And I'm doing just that so I can see if it's dry, y'all, before I put it up. By the way, if you need a quick way to get paint off of your fingers, peroxide will be your friend, and even alcohol, if you can't get to the sink right away. Okay, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe my hands off real quickly. That way I can be able to tell if it's dry or not, guys. I just made a horrible mess over here with my hands. It doesn't matter though. I'm getting ready to wash my hands. All right, guys, these came out great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put them on this cardboard so you can see how they really look. Okay. The back is dry. Here are the finishing touches. I think they came out quite beautiful. What say you? All right, until the next video, Earring Blank Girl signing out.
Earring Blank Girl, here we go. Watch me make wearable art. Come watch my videos, paint, create, and watch them twirl. Earrings design blank girl. Watch me make wearable art. Custom, unique, exclusive designs.